There are moments in life when it feels as though the world has pressed pause, when the chapters behind you seem heavier than the ones ahead, and the weight of your untold struggles sits quietly in the spaces between your words. You've endured pain that never made it to your social feed, fought battles that no one will ever fully understand, and faced nights when even hope seemed like a distant memory. Yet here you are, still turning the page, still breathing, still moving forward, even if at times it's just one small step at a time. It's easy to believe your story is defined by the hardest chapters, the heartbreaks, the losses, the disappointments that sting long after the moment has passed. Maybe you wonder if those chapters were supposed to be the end, if the pain you've carried is the final word in your narrative. But the truth is, your story isn't over yet. Each sunrise brings the promise of a new paragraph, a fresh line, a chance to write something different. The best pages might still be unwritten, waiting for you to fill them with courage, resilience, and hope. Think back to times when you thought you couldn't go on, when the obstacles seemed insurmountable. Somehow you found a way through. You adapted. You grew. You learned lessons that shaped you, even if they came with scars. Those scars are not signs of weakness. They are proof that you survived. They are reminders that you have endured what you once thought impossible. Maybe there are things in your past you keep hidden away, chapters you'd rather not revisit. Painful memories, mistakes, regrets. But even those parts of your story matter. They add depth, texture, and meaning to who you are. They are not the end, but the foundation for what comes next. What you've been through does not diminish your value or dictate your future. If anything, it makes the next chapters richer, more authentic, and more inspiring. You may not control everything that happens to you, but you do hold the pen. Each day you get to choose how you respond, how you heal, how you move forward. Your story is not bound by what others expect or by the limits you once believed. It is shaped by your choices, your dreams, and your willingness to keep going, even when the road is uncertain. Sometimes it feels like the world celebrates the highlight reels, the moments of triumph, the polished victories, the happy endings. But real strength is found in the quiet persistence, the decision to keep showing up, to keep trying, even when it's hard. Your journey is not defined by your setbacks, but by the fact that you keep turning the page. You are still here, and that's something worth celebrating. If you're standing at a crossroads, unsure which direction to take, remember that uncertainty is not the enemy. It is the birthplace of possibility. The unknown is where new dreams are born, where hope flickers and grows. The best stories are not written without risk, without vulnerability, without moments of doubt. Embrace the uncertainty, for it means your story is still unfolding, still full of potential. Perhaps you feel alone in your struggles, convinced that no one else could possibly understand. But the truth is, everyone has chapters they keep hidden, pain they carry quietly. You are not alone in your fight. There is strength in reaching out, in sharing your story, in allowing others to walk alongside you. Sometimes the smallest act of courage, asking for help, opening up, being honest about where you are, can lead to the biggest changes. Your story matters. Not just the polished parts, but the messy, complicated, unfinished ones too. The chapters you haven't written yet are yours to create, full of hope, growth, and new beginnings. Don't let the darkness of yesterday dim the light of tomorrow. Don't let fear hold you back from discovering all that you can become. You might not see it now, but the resilience you've built in the hardest times is guiding you towards something better. Every challenge you've faced has given you tools, wisdom, and empathy that will shape your future in ways you can't yet imagine. The pain you've endured is not wasted. It's turning into strength, compassion, and purpose. So, if you're tempted to close the book, to give up before you've seen what's possible, pause for a moment. Breathe. Remind yourself that you are still the author of your story. The next chapter is unwritten, and its possibilities are as wide as your imagination. Maybe the happiest moments, the greatest triumphs, the deepest connections are still ahead, waiting for you to step forward with hope. Remember, your worth is not measured by your failures or your victories, but by your willingness to keep moving forward, to keep believing that better days are possible. The journey is not always easy, and sometimes it's messy and unpredictable, but it is yours, and it is precious. Let go of the idea that you have to have it all figured out. Life is a series of drafts, edits, and rewrites. It's okay to stumble, to change direction, to start again. What matters is that you keep writing, keep dreaming, keep hoping. The future is not set in stone, and the best is yet to come. So, take a deep breath. Look ahead with courage. Honor the story you've lived so far, but don't stop there. The next page is blank, waiting for your words, your dreams, your heart. Your story isn't over yet. Keep going, keep believing, and keep writing. The world needs your story. Every chapter, every page, every hope you dare to put into words.